He's got some help with him.
Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it.
The whole
Haley. The 3 of Austin Dillon squeezes through. He is in front. And look at virtually the only car to clear it.
Goes to 3. Crash in turn 3.
That fast. Unbelievable.
And that will decimate roughly half the remaining field.
They make contact. The 9 into the wall. The 9 slides the 21 into the wall. He collects them in a big crash happening.
Whoa! Around and into the fence goes Harvick. And it's a 7-car jam session.
Eric Jones is in it. Noah Gregson's in it. Dang it.
Chase Elliott on the bottom.
The run's on top. Whoa! Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this.
And Blaney in at the line. Cindric beats Bubba Wallace by half a car length, and they crash going into turn 1. For the second time, the Daytona 500 goes to Jimmy Johnson, 5-time champion from Oklahoma, California. Here they come to the line. This is the finish of the Daytona 500. Side by side, bouncing off each other.
Unbelievable. I think it was Denny Hamlin.
I have it as Hamlin.
Welcome to the NASCAR Gran Turismo series, and today's race is the Meep Army 100. This is going to be the first race of the season where our cars only turn left. This could be exciting. So now let's listen for the national anthem. And also, if you enjoyed the intro, please let me know down in the comments. I can do it more times. But again, national anthem. Let's get the Meep Army 100 underway here at Daytona International Speedway. So here we are, the green is out and the 1 leads the pack to the line. So now we are going racing. This is a 40-lap race, just 100 miles, and the 1 is off to an early lead with the 54 not far behind. And the 48's also trying to stay caught up, as the pack should be still double file. But even to turn 2, the 1 is pulling away from the main pack. He is now going to be a contender for the race lead. But not far behind him is the 48 and the 54. They are showing themselves as major competitors to win. And now into turn 1, lap 2, the 1 is losing his lead. The 48's right behind him, and the 5's coming into the mix here. He's on the outside, and he's right behind the 54. He's a contender to win. The 1's pushing himself under the 48. The 48's up to second, but the 5 is now in the lead. 54 right behind the 1. Oh, and the 5 gets a little loose. Still controlling there on the high line. The 48 right behind him. The 5's into the wall. It was almost a big wreck there. The 5's back in control. 48 now has the lead. The 1 second, third place. 54. The 5's now in 5th place. So the 1 is losing ground, but he does have the draft. As we have completed almost 10 miles of this 100, we are almost a tenth of the way there through this race. 5 is catching back up, but the 1 is trying to pass the 48, as we probably get one of the coolest things of the entire race. Them going too wide as if they were a pack, but the 1 is trying to get that position. They're all fighting for the lead. And we're now onto the back stretch. The 1 relegated to the back. 48 is in the lead. 54 trying to get up to second. With the 1 is going on to the inside of the 54. He's going to try and grab third, which he does successfully do. Now he's going to try and get second, as the 5 is still out of the pack. He's just going to wait back there. And we are now lapped by the 54's fallen behind the pack. But the 1 is trying to pass the Japanese one, we'll say. But cannot figure out how to do it. And the 5 is dropped all the way back to 7th place. So now onto the inside goes in the 54, passes the 1, but the 1 still on the inside of 54. Coming up to lap 6. And the 1 and the 54 are falling behind, but they are catching back up again as it's too wide for the lead. The 48's back down to second, but they hold the inside line. This is what you call entertaining. But the 1's probably not going to catch up again. But as they say that, he catches up, but the Japanese man clears the 48. The 1 is now caught up. They're too wide. Possibly gonna go 3, as the 5 is not catching back up right now. But they are too wide this is the battle for first, and they were too wide for a little bit. So we're now on lap 7. And the 48's in the lead. The 1 is trying to pass 48, but the 1 has the assistance of the 54. And the 48's on the high side, so I think we all know what's going to happen. The 1's into the lead, but he's too wide with the 48. 48's got help from, I don't know how to say it. And the 54 wants to make it 3 wide, but the 54 fails. I don't know how to pronounce it, is falling behind. And the 1 is trying to go under the 48, but does not have the assistance of the 54. Now they do, trying yet again. And it's exactly a duplicate of lap 7, but the 1 is going to try and clear, but again cannot. And they just fall back to second and 4. And the 54 tries to make it 3 wide, yet again, but fails. I'm not sure if that's played all over again. I'm gonna have to check again. But the 1 is now onto the rear bumper of the 48, and the 54 is pushing the 1. The 1's trying to get onto the inside of the 48, but the 48's going to the inside. But here comes the 1 on the inside. Is this a duplicate of lap 8? Yes, it is. This is hilarious. I gotta say this. This is the weirdest video yet. 54 makes it 3 wide this time. You do not want to go 3 wide into that turn. Now the ones on the outside, the 54 clears the 1. And the 48 is still leading with the 54 trying to catch up to the leader, but they get shuffled back without having a drag partner. And the 5 in that bunch is caught up into the 7-car battle for the lead. And the 5 is now up to second. They are 2 wide. The 1 just got lead. Sorry, the 5 got the lead. The 1 is back to 6th as they approach lap traffic. And the 5 is just trying to maintain the lead while the 48 is trying to stay right behind them. But the 5 cleared. The rest of the pack is in lap traffic. The bunch of Mustangs. And pit stops are just beginning. I think it's like the 48 just went into the pits. And the 54 is in front of this pack. He is in control of probably the largest pack here. And here we are with the 5. 5 cleared all lap traffic, but he has a little bit more to deal with. He gets around them more than easily. And comes up to lap 12. We are over 25 laps into the race, 25 miles into the race. And the frontmen out there are now into the pits. The 5 staying out. We don't know when he's gonna go in. He could go in now. He could go in a little bit, or he could stay out for like 5 or 6 laps. But he is clear of all lap traffic. He has clean air. Well, he doesn't really have. Yeah, clean air. He has no dirty air, just clean air. And he's coming in to the tri-oval turn 3 for lap 13. And he chooses to go into the pits. Here's the leader is in the pits on the soft compound. But the 54 stays out. He's going to maintain that lead. Just feel for the 5. And 3 cars are still staying out. One of them being the 1. The 5 is now out of pit lane. Came out 4th, but will easily regain the lead because everyone else is going into the pits. I had to say that. But here's 3rd and 2nd place. They are, in fact, Supras, and the 5's on the back stretch. Are any of them going into the pits here? No. Staying out here, lap 14. 54 is in the lead, but the 1 is catching up to the Supras more than quickly. And the 5's in the tri-oval. We are here on the back stretch. The 5 will quickly catch up. And the Swedish person is falling behind, probably to get into the pits, or they just lost the draft. And there is a pack in front of the Supras, probably lap traffic, which it is lap traffic going slow. And the Swedish man is into the pits, the German is staying out. And the 5's tri-oval, as you can see. But the 84 is about to go a lap down after their amazing performance in the Roblox game. 50, they're not doing so well at the oval. So here we are with the 54 in turn 2. They're about to lap some more cars, but they might go into the pits this lap. But they're staying out. Staying out another lap, trying to catch up to some lap traffic as the 5 tries to catch up. Cars are now going 2 laps down. And it's a lot, and the 54 is having trouble lapping these cars. They're slowed down by the Mustang, who refuses to move. That one annoying Mustang in a lap car unlaps himself. But the Supras, we're in slow motion. When we get back up to speed, this will be entertaining. But the 54 is trying to lap the Mustang, and the 54 goes into the pits. I slowed down my talk to make this feel more boring, and the 5's now up to the lead. I have a really good idea. Let's crank it up. Crank it up. We're back here at Daytona's normal commentary. As you can see, the one is trying to pass one of the Frenchmen to get up third, and it's a 4-car pack. The 5's back up to the lead, but there is one of the Japanese people up there trying to get a position as well. There goes someone. The other Frenchman just got upset. Just got aggressive and got up to the lead. The one's being not smart and stuck behind the traffic. The 48's trying to get 4th place here, but does not have a draft partner. Or do they? They're trying to draft on 3rd place, but 3rd place is more being a friend with 4th place. So the 48's kind of stuck in there. 5th place, the 48 showing that they are fast at super speedways. They were not fast last race at the road course. So we'll see what they pull off as the yellow flag is out. We don't know. The yellow flag is out, the 5 is around. But we're back to racing, apparently. As the 48 goes into the pits again, we are back to pits. So the pit stops are beginning. The 5's trying to get back up to speed. As you can see here's the 48. They're getting fuel, maybe tires as well. They're on the medium tire, and now they're going. They're on the medium tire here, and 8th place. And then we have a group of Supras here on the back, here right at the beginning of the backstretch. None of the advertisements here that you see sponsored this video. They're all fake. But we're here in turn 2 other real sponsors, just not sponsoring. But anyway, we're now looking at the 1. The 5's back up to the lead, but the 1's in turn 1. Same thing for the 5 and the other 2 cars up there in the top, like the other cars in the top left. But the 1's now coming here in turn 2 at quick speed as we are entering lap 25. 4 out of 14. And the 5 is not going into the pits. Alright, not going into the pits. But they just lapped some more traffic as they now come into turn 1. The other Frenchman enters the pits. Top 4 is somewhere on the track. He's on 5 somewhere on this track. And the 5 is doing its thing, trying just to keep the lead. Into turn 2, onto the apron. It's fine, they didn't pass any cars there, so they do not have to give up any positions. And now into the trial, the 5 enters pit lane. They will be passed, but second place goes into the pits as well. 5 might not be passed. It depends on what the 1 does. But staying on the softs, getting some fuel as well. And the leaders are slow, but they're in turn 1. 5's out of it, and 5's out of the pits first. So that traffic's passing them. This is where the shuffling happens all over again. But it doesn't last long, as the 5's now too wide with the 48. The 48 probably got a better stop than the 5, but the 5's going away. Then away from the 48. So the 5 knows what to do. They are quick. But the 5 has to catch up to the 1, the 54, and then whatever else there is. As these cars are so slow. But the 5's catching up. We're now back up to speed. And the leader is slightly ahead of the 5, quite slow as well. 5's just going to pass them, just like that. So the 5's the quickest car on the field, or at least knows what they're doing. But this can end badly. We have sparks. And a car's around. The Swedish car is the Swedish Miller is around. That's what happens when you don't lap cars. But we are now heading in 27. We're almost at the end of this race, but 5 laps of car yet at the end. Coming into turn 1 from the tri-oval. 5's trying to go into the inside. And which he does. It's laps 15th place, whose name is apparently McDonald. I don't make these names. And he's not doing so well turning it around, and this Mustang's actually doing something he's supposed to, but the blue's out. The 5 try and lap him on the outside. He hits the wall. The 5 hits the wall. 5's up into the wall, and 15th place goes to the pits. Lap 28 now. Is now we're back here with the 48 and those guys. The 54 is pushing the 48, but then you have a Frenchman right behind. And you also have a lapped car, the 4, which is too stubborn to press the gas pedal. I wish they were a contender for the win. They're not. So the 54 is proving themselves to be a contender for the win. But they're not. So the Fords, as always, are the back of the pack. The Supras are doing actually pretty well. They're staying on the lead lap. And the Chevy as well. As always, they're up front. Those powerful cars here are the Fords. I powered up the Fords to try and help them stay up with the pack. But yet they can't do it. It's oh, I know. They're Mustang drivers. They're Mustang drivers. That's why they're not driving back. But here we are on lap 30, 10 to go here at Daytona. That's still going to be like 400 seconds or so between. So he's done minutes. Around 10 minutes. The race is almost over, people. As they come up to the back stretch. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. Two Supras, 2 Chevys. The Chevys are in the middle. Supras front back. And the 48 comes up to the lead, 54. Second place in this back. As can we look away from your stupidity? At 31 here, the 48's in the lead. The 48's not in the lead. He's leading that tiny little pack that there was. And the 54's trying to catch back up. And they're onto the inside here. Coming into turn 2. It's a 2-wide battle. The 54 gains spot further, but as we all know, the outside line equals momentum. But the 54 walks and the 5's up to the wall. Sparks are out, but he's still going. Now here goes the 48. He's trying to get around 54, but again, it's very bad. It's not doing very good for the 48, but the 48's going on to the inside. And 54. I don't have a word for this yet. I'm gonna come up with a word for that. And I'm gonna say it every time that happens in these races. But the next race, which is there's gonna be no lapping unless the cars are like extremely slow. But the 48 is into the pits. Same thing for the 45. Who will win the race off pit road? I think it's like the 54, cause like they have more. They started with more fuel, but in the 54 wins the race off pit road. 48 needs more fuel. Professor, the 5 got airborne into the grass. The 5 is into the wall. Lap 34. 6 laps to go. 5's in the lead, now trying to catch back up to the traffic. But the 1's now trying to get himself back into the top 3, which he's been racing in most of the lap. And now the 1 on the bumper of the Frenchman. And the 1 is going to the inside of the Frenchman, but cannot get under there in time. They're now trying to pass lap traffic. They're staying out more towards the inside. The lap traffic goes to the outside. We're now going into the trial. The Frenchman goes into the pits. 1 stays out. Second place is catching up to the 5. After that wreck, they probably lost some aerodynamics, but they are managing to hold that lead as they come in the turn 2. But the Frenchman's on the inside into turn 2. In turn 2, 5. Could it be a switchback on an oval? No, it's not. Now the 5's on the outside, but the Frenchman has to go into the pits. Pit lane is playing a big role in this race as the 5 goes into turn 1, coming towards the end of the race. The 1's now up to second place, and the 5 has a lot of clean air. Breathe air. Sorry, but the 5's now into turn 2. Lap traffic is ahead. He's gonna try and catch up. but he might not reach them in time to the white flag. As he is in the tri-oval, he probably will not enter pit road again. But the one is not far behind him. He's, I'm pretty sure, in the tri-oval. As pit stops are still happening, and the one is now in pit lane. Someone from Japan, I'm not pronouncing that last name, is in second place. Hope maybe catching up 5. There is someone right behind them, that might be them. It's not, it's 10th place who is now a lap down. As lap 38 is coming up, the last 2 laps of this race. The one's trying to keep the 5's trying to keep 10th place a lap down, but is struggling to do so. So they now enter turn 1. The Japanese person is in pits, and the Frenchman's now up to second. Another Japanese person's in pits. I think that's the 84. But again, this race, the 84 struggling to keep up with the leaders while they were in contention to win the last race. It could be the track or it could be the car. We don't know. But now it is coming up. But now we are almost at the white flag. This is officially to go in. The 5's around, the 5's around, the 5 crashed. The 10th place got tired of staying behind the 5. The 5's now getting back up to speed as more lap traffic unlaps themselves. This is embarrassing for the 5, and the 5 gets contact with the lapped car, but that does help the 5 as second place is right behind them. Coming into turn 2, the Frenchman has the 5. The 5's gonna try and get the slipstream and pass them again. It's not gonna be a switchback, but they're coming up to the tri-oval to the white flag. This is gonna be a good finish, we know. The 5's now on the outside trying to pass there into the wall. They're right on the rear bumper of the Frenchman. They're going to the outside yet again. Make that the inside. They're going to the outside. They got momentum. Come in here as lap traffic's here. Oh, contact onto the back stretch. Coming and the 5. 2 is clear. Coming in to turn 2. The Frenchman's trying to steal it. Coming here up to the tri-oval. Very close gap. The Frenchman right onto the rear bumper of the 5. But the 5 wins. The 5 wins the Meep Army 100 here at Daytona. Very close finish today. The Frenchman almost took it.